Hey guys, welcome back. For all you Monday through Friday people, happy Friday. Well, actually, technically, it's almost Saturday. This is a late one. By the time you listen to this, it's probably going to be Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. Who knows? Maybe you'll catch this episode in 2 years from now. It don't matter. It's all the same. Better late than never. But happy Friday. I'm sure you guys are all itching to get out of work, right? Tonight's your night. Go out and grab a drink. Go see a movie. Talk to your friends. Tell them how much you hate your boss. You're pissed off all week. You're just like, God, you had the worst week at work. People are just, you've been bringing food. Monday, you brought food. Somebody ate it. No explanation. You get into the kitchen. Your Tupperware's been cleaned out and it's upside down on the little drying rack, and you're like, what the fuck? You're looking around the fridge and you just turn around. Anybody know where my food went? Everybody just gives you a look like, no. So you're like, damn it. So you got DoorDash something really quick. It costs you, an extra $7, $30 lunch. And then you know, you got your boss looking at you like, you could take an extra lunch. Like, oh, I brought my own lunch, but now I got to DoorDash something. Tuesday, you bring your food. You label it with your name this time. You put it in the fridge. You come back at lunch and, it's gone. Again, somebody ate it and you're just thinking, what the fuck? You know, all week this has been pissing you off. But then Friday, you waited 2 days. Now Friday rolls around. Just today. You decided, you know what? You want to steal my food? You want to steal my food? All right, that's fine. So you devise a little plan. Device. You bring lunch, real good looking stuff, right? You make some curry, little like these little like kofti, like the little meatballs and the rice and the sauce. And it just looks so good. Nobody will be able to pass this up, right? Pop it in the fridge. This time, this time is a little different. You lace the food with laxatives, right? And you're just waiting. You're just waiting to see who that asshole is that runs to the bathroom every 10 minutes just to be like, I got you. And then lunchtime rolls around, 2 p.m. rolls around, and you just see your boss running back and forth, and you're just like, oh, fuck. Then you're like, oh, not only are they're gonna be upset, they're gonna know that something was up, and they're gonna think that you poisoned them. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good week. Man, I had the funniest thought earlier. I was just like looking at these videos of these guys that they go to amusement parks with their kids and stuff. And tell you what, there's nothing more disappointing than watching grown men run to a fucking ride when the amusement park opens. Oh, just watching these guys. The second the amusement park opens, these guys are waiting in line. I know, like their 40s. They got the amusement park hat, the amusement park shirt. They got their, khaki shorts, some dork shoes, which apparently are really popular right now is fucking dorky looking shoes. And these guys are just waiting. They're just waiting and waiting. And the doors open to the amusement park, and these guys go sprinting, just fucking head down, like doing those like runner like little hands, and just like Forrest Gump. just, oh, just to run to the front of a line, just to ride a ride. Oh my god, oh, it's fucking embarrassing. Like, if you have kids, it's more understandable. But man, these fucking adults that go to amusement parks just to hang out with themselves and each other, it's weird, especially men, dude. Lose a lot of respect if catch you running to a fucking ride when an amusement park opens and you're in your mid-30s. There's only a few acceptable times a man can run. when they're exercising. If you're playing basketball, you're out, running, you're working out, you're doing sprints, right? Going on a hike. The other times that there's danger, you know, if you come across some dangerous situations and you need to run away, you can sprint away. If you see a child about to get run over by a car, you sprint out there, run out there and grab the kid, save him from an accident. The mom's crying. Oh my god. Oh my god, thank you so much. And you're just like, no problem. You hand the kid back. Now you're a hero. And the only other time is, if you forget something. You get to your car, you start your car, you're like, fuck, my sunglasses. So you got to run back inside real quick. Sports, performing, running back to get your keys, running to grab something in the store, danger. That's it. If you're sprinting through amusement parks, like those kids that used to have their backpack hanging down, slapping their ass when they walked around the campus, and then they start sprinting between classes. You got 10 minutes to get to class, you just see them run, just sprinting. Like, oh god, the kids that had roller backpacks. Oh man, just rolling that backpack around campus and watching kids just fucking kick it. Oh, kids are so fucked up, man. Kids are so mean. I think they need to get mean again, though. I'm seeing a lot of kids walk around with these, perfect haircuts, man. All these kids, all these guys, they go to the barber, they get the little line shaved in their head, get a perfect lineup and a taper. They know how to dress because they have YouTube videos on how to dress right. Girls are all makeup's all done. I think we need to go back to getting kids to bully each other again. That would be nice. Just to, you know, bully the kids that deserve it. Not the kids that are nice. But I feel like in school, the kids that were really nice, they never really, like, truly got bullied. I feel like the bullies never wanted to pick on them specifically. No one was safe. The bullies got bullied. You know? Oh man, running around as a man. Don't do it. You run around as a man, it's about as annoying as when people walk up to a register when the food is going to be ordered or coffee or whatever, and they walk up to the person who's, the worker who's going to, take their order, and they walk up on the phone. Guys will fucking have their phone on. They'll do the whole hold on, and they'll look at the person and they'll whisper, can I just get a large coffee and then just one of those donuts over there? And the worker is just like, yeah, cash or card, and they're on the phone. Yeah, no, I know. No, I told them. I said, look, we have to, and you're just standing there waiting. Everyone behind the guy's waiting. Everyone's just like, you fucking asshole. And he goes, oh yeah, and he points like, for here down to the ground, like, yeah, for here. And you're just like, can you just get off the fucking phone for 5 seconds? Do you have to answer the phone right now? They get their donut and their coffee, and then they go sit down, and they're not magically on the phone for an hour. They're just sitting there, like, texting someone. Those people, oh man. Also, just people who don't give you any personal space whatsoever, dude. These fucking people, man, I swear. People that don't give any personal space, just completely unaware, oblivious to everything around them. I was in a restaurant a few days ago, and I'm standing there waiting for my food, and this guy is just he's got like his arms behind his back, like, like when people like stand properly, but they put their hands behind their back, like they're clenching one of their wrists with their hands, and it's like right above their waist. He's taking these really annoying, like, wide steps. He's got like khaki shorts on. His hair's parted. He's got this big dumb like reading glasses on, and he's got his head poked out forward, and he's just smiling. He's got this smirk on his face, just like he's doing the whole like filling up one cheek with air and going back and forth, like doing that whole thing, just like walking around. And the whole restaurant, much like, you know any other restaurant, it's wide open. I'm standing right there, and this guy just decides to stand right next to me. Like, if I can spin around with my arms like a ballerina and my arms touch you, and we're not in a fucking train like in India or New York where everyone's jammed in there. If we're in a fucking restaurant with plenty of space to move around and you got to stand right next to me, dude, it made me so mad. I was just like, God damn. And he's just like, you can feel the heat from his body, just like, ugh. And so I just kind of very easily just like moved to the side. And I moved to the side and I'm just like, God, dude, could you just give me some fucking space? And it's like we're getting closer to the counter and I look over and I see just a rack of bags of chips. And I just wanted to grab this guy's fucking head and slam it into that rack. And just hold his head down on the counter and just slide him across. Just knock everything down. The fucking gift cards, the fucking impulse cookie items, all that shit, and just take his head and just across the counter. Oh god. Oh, I think it's karma. I did something kind of mean. Um I was also in line to get coffee and I walk up and the line's like outside and you gotta kinda like hold the door open. So whoever's in the back of the line where the door is, you gotta like hold the door open so that way it stays open so you're not, letting the door swing on anybody. I walk up and it's like these two like labradoodles like tied up. And they look like brothers. They're both male. Really nice dogs. Someone who really took care of them. And I'm standing there looking at them. I don't pet dogs if they're not with their owners. I'll always ask to pet a dog. And these two older white people walk up, and they just they walk up. And they go, "Oh my God! Look at these two dogs! Look at them! Oh my God! Look at them! Look how! Oh my gosh! Look at them!" Doing the whole like oh my God, right? And they look at me and they go, "Oh, aren't they such nice dogs?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, they're great dogs." And they go, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, but they only know Spanish." And the lady goes, "Oh." And she turns around, looks down, and goes, "Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás?" And they're just, they're just standing there like these two, like the whitest people you can imagine. They're just sitting there trying to speak Spanish to these dogs. Every fucking word they know, they're like, "Mano, hola, oh, ¿cómo estás?" Oh my God. They look over at me and they're like, "Are these your dogs?" And I was just like, "No." Oh, oh, I think the guy realized I was fucking with him. He just their whole demeanor changed right after that. Oh, so I think tricking those people into speaking Spanish to those two dogs. I think that was I think me doing that. The guy standing in my fucking zone for forever was I think that was punishment. I think I deserved that. Oh, dude, but just people, man, they get so close to you. They get so close. They're up in your business, and you're just like, dude, I just need space. The guy got close like that. I just wanted to go like those kids that go crazy in mosh pits, man. They start swinging their hands like a windmill, and they got their head down. They're like lean forward, and they start kicking, like doing those front kicks. Oh, those kids at hardcore shows, man, they get crazy. The first time I saw that, I was just like, whoa. If you guys have never seen kids who like dance like at hardcore shows, they stand and they like get in the mosh pit and they run and they like it's almost like they're doing like those like rope exercises where they're like or the with the stretchy bands and there's like across their chest just like it's like punching the air, kicking and like running into each other. It's fucking wild, man. Um, one of my best friends, his band, they we watched them headline at the end of their tour at their home show. And we got to watch from on the stage, just watching kids out in the crowd. Like a few thousand people just all going crazy when they came on. At these shows, the security guys, they don't really want people running up on the stage and diving because there's like rules, but at a certain point you got four security guards. They're not gonna be able to stop all these kids just like climbing over the gate. And at some point they all just give up. At first they're like moving like the like playing defense, like doing their slides back and forth, lateral movements a little bit on point, and then 2 hours into the night the lateral movement's gone. They're just facing the opposite direction, just like getting stepped on. Oh, but these kids, dude, they go nuts. They start just doing a mosh pit. They get on stage, they run, they jump, and the rule of thumb is kind of like you jump out and you kind of want to jump into a group that knows you're jumping into them, and you want to kind of like go out head first and stretch your body out so you're a little bit easier to catch. And this girl kept running up on stage like the whole night, just like running from one side, jumping in, running from the other side, jumping in again. And like one of the last ones, she got up on stage and she kind of ran towards the microphone and kind of like avoided this, the singer. And then instead of her jumping straight out like an outstretched kind of like arms out in front of her and getting caught so she could crowd surf or just get caught and put down, she kind of did one of those old school can opener moves where you run, you grab your knee and you tuck it towards your chest, your other leg is straight down, and you lean back, and she just obliterated this girl in the front row. And then you could tell there's like a little few people like helping him up, and before you know it, it's like when Kyrie went down when he tore his ACL. She's got like two guys on either side of her, and she's just limping out, and the other girl's behind her just holding her arm, and I'm just like, oh no. So the show ends, and we walk outside, and there's a paramedic out there, and he's got these two girls down there, and one girl's got a broken arm, and that was the girl who broke her ankle crashed into her, and it's just this mess. I'm just like, oh god, dude, you go to a show, having a good time, and you break your arm. Oh, fast forward fast forward like 8 months, and same band, different venue. They're filming a music video, and we did the merch for them. And the merch table, I'm standing there, and they're filming a music video. They're getting footage, people stage diving. They're playing a live set, and pretty soon this girl comes walking up, and she's got a towel over her face, and I'm just like, oh, like this chick got whacked. And she comes walking up, and I kind of like stop her because she's kind of walking like she was a little disoriented. So I grab I kind of put my hand out, like touch her shoulder, just let her know, like, hey, there's someone right here. And she kind of walks over to the table, and she's like, do you have ice? And I was just like, no, no, I just have some cold water bottles. So I hand her one, and then I asked her, I was like, did you get whacked? And she was like, uh huh. She kind of moves the towel down over her eye. And I can see that she had like her eyebrow piercing was like ripped out, and I thought, oh shit. And then she moves the towel down over just covering her nose and her mouth, and she's completely cross-eyed. And her pupils are all dilated. And I thought, oh shit. I was like, you feel okay? And she's like, my head hurts. And I was like, you think you have a concussion? So I was like, just go sit down over there. And she's still covering her nose, and I'm just like, damn. She goes, my face hurts really bad. And I was like, well, you got hit right in the eyebrow, and I think your eyebrow piercing came out. And she goes, yeah, but like my nose hurts. And she moves the towel, and she, oh, dude, her nose was bent like that fucking scene in Home Alone where Marv gets that door slammed in his face, and he just has that look on his face like, "Argh," and his nose is like crooked. And they adjust their nose back. Oh, dude, her nose was completely shifted over. And I'm just like, God damn. I was like, is your nose hurt? And she's like, yeah. I was like, it's broken. And she's like, I can tell it's not in the right spot. And she's like completely cross-eyed and looking at her. I was like, damn, this girl looks so familiar. And I realized, I'm like, oh my God. So I look at her and she looks so familiar. And I'm just like, I don't know where I know this. And after the words, the band told me, like, dude, the same girl that broke her arm at the last show, she broke her nose tonight. And I just thought, oh my God. It's like, you got to stop coming to these shows, man. They're just showing up and getting hurt every time. Oh my God, dude. Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible, man. Dude, watching these hardcore kids go nuts and watching these crowds go crazy, it's the complete opposite of what Will Smith was able to do with that new Pretty Girls song. I don't know if you guys have seen this shit, but Will Smith is like making a comeback. So he says, he slapped Chris Rock and now he's trying to like resurge, like redefine his career. Coming back, he's making music. And he had a crowd of people outside somewhere, like at least 100 people, if not more. And he's singing his new single, which is it's called "Pretty Girls" or something like that. And he's like, "I like pretty girls," and he's just like, it's the something about your bestie, and everyone standing around him is just completely silent and not moving and just not into his music at all. It's so, oh my god, people are like, oh, it's cringe, but it actually is extremely, extremely uncomfortable. You know? Oh my god, dude, no one is into it, dude. You got to watch this video, man. He's outside with his DJ. Just type in something like Will Smith can't get crowd going, and it'll come up. He's wearing like a red, like little, I don't even know, like a little jacket, and he's just so out of touch, man. Like he could not be any more out of touch than in that moment, because all these kids that are out there just like looking like, I don't recognize who this guy is. I don't care who he is. And all the people that are older out there are just like, you can tell that they were just kind of hoping he plays, Summertime, a classic. Oh my god, man, it's just so uncomfortable, You're watching this guy, you grew up watching Fresh Prince, and he did all these movies. He's this incredible actor. He's just a really just a really legendary figure, like in both comedy, music, cinema, all this stuff. And he goes up on stage and he slaps Chris Rock for making fun of his wife, who fucking fakes that she has alopecia. She doesn't have alopecia. She just wants to look like Tupac. Oh, Will Smith takes offense to that. He slaps the shit out of Chris Rock. And now he's trying to like revamp his career because he kind of fucked up there big time. I don't know. This song though, man, it's just so uncomfortable to watch. It's just like, god damn, dude, like no one is into it. No one is into it to the point where like he has his backup dancers and at first they're dancing and then slowly as it goes on they kind of even slow down like, okay, this is not working. Everyone's just sitting there like, it sucks, man. Oh, it's so weird. Oh, these out of touch dudes, man. They don't get it. They don't get it. They're just, these guys try to like hang on to their careers and they keep trying to make music and keep trying to be cool. It's like you just at some point you got to know when to hang it up. If you're a 50-plus-year-old man, it's the equivalent of running into the amusement park. Running to the rides. You're just like, you're out of touch, dude. Like everyone's looking at you like, ugh. And he's just a 50-something-year-old guy making a song called I Like Pretty Girls, and it's just like, it's creepy, dude. It's like, what girls are you talking about? You talking about like young, like 20-something-year-old women who are old enough just to be like your granddaughter? Ugh. God, dude. It's just weird. It's fucking weird, dude. It's like Al Pacino having another kid with that 29-year-old girlfriend. he's, he's like 83 years old. He's over there having another kid. It's like Al Pacino has his fucking 40th kid, his second with his baby mama, you know, whatever. And it's just like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. These people are out of touch, man. They're just doing weird shit. And especially men, dude. Men get really weird when they get old. They go through these weird midlife crises. Crises? And they just start doing weird shit, start acting weird. They start acting like, oh, I gotta do something before I. It's like, no, you don't, dude. Just like I talked about like 10 episodes ago. It's like when you get hair plugs on this weird shit and you're trying to like, tattoo hair on your head, like trying to tattoo a lineup on your head, putting that black, beard dye all over your face. Dude, just stop, man. Don't make music called Pretty Girls and just let it go, dude. Just let it go. Just get old. Dude, people trying to stay relevant. It's terrible. Yeah, and Will Smith could have easily gone down as like the one of the best actors ever. He went up and he slapped Chris Rock over something so dumb. And now he's making shit music and no one's hyped. It's so fucking weird. Oh my god, dude. Dude, also there's a rapper out there. I don't know if you guys have heard this guy, but his name is Noah Edge. You guys gotta check this guy out, man. You gotta check him out. There's a song he does called "Bury Me in the Leaves of Appalachia." Like Appalachia is like I think it's spelled wrong. I could be wrong, but it's like spelled wrong. But he's just like this white dude who's like he's got like cornrows and he's apparently from Appalachia. But the song is just like this real like simple like, and he's just like bury me in the leaves of Appalachia. And he's like talking about like my youth here was very memorable. It's just like this weird. I don't know, man. It's one of those videos where I'm like, is this a joke? Is this real? Are you guys fucking with me? Are you serious? Like, oh my god, I don't know. It's like if you gave Patton Oswalt like cornrows, he just started rapping. Oh, dude, someone comments on one of his pictures because he's got like the cornrows, like and someone just commented "post alone." Oh, I was like, that's so fucking mean, dude. Just leave people alone, man. Don't be disrespecting them on their page like that, dude. Just these people in these comments, dude. There's comedians everywhere, man. It's amazing. Oh my god, like, do you guys ever seen those videos with what's her name, Neve or whatever, and she makes those dumb jokes, like she makes those like, well, blah 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 blah, and then she just smiles at the camera like, like she just it's like these really awkward, cringy jokes, but they're supposed to be cringy. I think she's funny. I think that I get the whole shtick of her just being like dad joke, like, huh, bottle of ketchup, more like, and then she's just like, and she's just being goofy, you know, and it's funny. It's just like a really funny, like, I don't know. I get it. It's a shtick. But the comments on these posts, man, it is insane what people say. Like I didn't want to repeat any of it because I'm just like, oh my god, dude. It's just like she'll have a video of her like making a dad joke, and then the comment will be like, "That's awesome, Neve. Great joke. Now skin me alive and fucking feed me to bears." It's just like, what the? It's like what? Oh, dude, and it's just like people are like, "Oh, I see we've got all the gentlemen here. Like, welcome to the comment section." Like people know it's just like, "Welcome, gentlemen." And I'm just like, oh, dude, it's just amazing how people will pick one person like her and they'll just harass the fuck out of them. I mean, people delete their accounts and just disable their comments. It's crazy. But oh my god, I don't know, man. It's wild. I think I'm getting pretty close to being done here. I kind of started this on a weird point. I don't know why it's like it says it's at like 40 minutes, but it's not. I'm gonna try to cut it off at the right time, but I could be over, I could be under. So if this went on longer than 30 minutes, I apologize. If you stuck around for the whole thing, I appreciate it. But like I said, if you didn't, I get it. But yeah, I'm almost to 12 episodes. I'm gonna get a guest on here, I think, in the next couple. I know I said I'd get it on by like 10 or so, but I think I'm gonna shoot for a guest every 12 episodes in that area. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Peace.